Quite a quiet start to trading for the European market. This time yesterday we were looking at absolutely enormous moves to the upside for the Euro Stoxx 600, a 3% rally literally in the first 10 minutes I was standing here. And thereafter, really, we just abated somewhat later on as the US ran out of a little bit of steam. And that's why we're just, I think, in a little bit of hold pattern. The reason why we had the rally yesterday, of course, is that polls went from fairly pro or indicating a Brexit vote to actually looking a little bit more equal. And on the back of that, because of the undecideds, because of an extrapolation which some algorithm perhaps has been developed by the spread bettors and the bookmakers, they think that the chances of staying in have jumped to 2/3 to 70%-ish. So apparently on the back of that, the market's had an enormous rally. Again, seems very binary, doesn't it? But anyway, we're abating a little bit today. Most sectors underperforming a little bit. Different sectors will for you today. Anyway, we'll have a look at it anyway. Construction material, 2.2 of 1% higher. Basic resources, which was one of the high beta sectors moving to the upside yesterday, 1.2% lower today. Oil and gas down to 0.5%. Should we take a look at the European bourses? Okay. So the FTSE, it's given back quite a bit of ground actually. We were called down 14 points by the futures, weren't we? So it's a much bigger decline this morning. 61.57 is where we're trading. Nothing to do with the football, was it? Luckily, I didn't stay up to watch it. Absolutely boring affair, I was told by those who did. And the CAC 40 down 0.3%. In fact, they're all down by a similar margin. Let's have a look at the heat map then and just see which stocks are moving where. This is the FTSE 100 heat map as well. So the 100 top companies, looking at the share options for Stephen King, they're down just 0.9% so far this morning. 433 pence is where they are currently trading. Whitbread, which has had an update, moving 1% to the upside. This time yesterday as well, British Land and Land Securities were two of the biggest gainers. They are also keeping up that good vein of form, outperforming the broader market. Worst performing stocks, as I say, Antofagasta, Rio's, Billiton in the basic resources. Huge problem for the insurers at the moment. You've got all kinds of issues. One, the fact premiums are so low, so your general insurance business is really tough. And the fact is there's so much money coming in from, they call it tourists, don't they? But basically just trying to find a home, trying to get an income. So that's affecting lines of business and premiums for the likes of AXAs and the world's biggest insurers. The second problem, of course, is investment income, which is the same problem everyone's having, isn't it? 19.5% lower the shares over the past year. AXA today has lowered earnings growth expectations for the coming years in a strategic plan with the incoming CEO, Thomas Buberl, who has taken over the reins there. 0.9%. Jeffrey.